topic for today now are states in Nigeria and property investments. On that note, I would gladly, with all pleasure, welcome Engineer Debo on the show this morning. Good morning, sir.
Ebu that is a bee.
Yes, sir. Now maybe that.
The Ebu that is a bee.
Welcome,
so this
sir.
is your second coming.
Yes, sir.
It's serious. Small, they become,
No, Kukuma, they learn now. What's the
Shey.
person go do? Property that everybody own now, so definitely.
And that's true.
Yeah.
It should be something that everybody is interested in. So good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, viewers. How have you been? Wow. I hope that you are seeing fuel, you are seeing cash, and you are seeing network.
Yes, so.
If you don't have problem with any of those three,
you're
very
fine.
good, okay?
Yes.
And if you have, well,
it is
God
well.
will help you sort them out. As everybody, they sort them out.
No,
but I believe that things will come, things that just has to come to normalcy very soon.
Very soon.
So welcome, welcome, welcome. If you've missed any of our episodes, you want to go to WAP TV YouTube channel and binge on it. You know, loads and loads and loads of very useful past episodes are there. But today, like Ebu that is a base, states in Nigeria and property investment. That's what we'll be talking about today. States in Nigeria and property investment. Just trying to, you know, rank them off on top of our head, kind of. You know, not really a deep research. It's not that deep.
Okay, it's not that deep.
It's not that deep, you know. So because to really rank, you probably want to conduct some research and all. But just from observation, from experience, how do we think states in Nigeria can be ranked? If I put it to you again, okay, I would want viewers at home to really call in and contribute. But what do you think? If we say out of the 36 states, right, plus the federal capital, which states do you think will be ranked the highest in terms of real estate property investment?
From what I know, I go say maybe Abuja.
Really?
Yeah. Or Lagos.
You know?
Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, maybe.
Okay. You try. In fact, you got the, you know. So Lagos actually is the highest that I would, is the one that I would rank the highest, okay, in terms of property investment. Because, I mean, come to think about it, Lagos is where you have the likes of Banana Island, which was at the time the highest priced address in Nigeria.
At the time, so yes, not be him anymore.
Not be him anymore. And the next one will come still in Lagos.
Wow.
Eco Atlantic.
Oh.
You know?
That's true.
Yes, Eco Atlantic.
That's true.
That's the highest priced address right now in Nigeria.
Currently.
You know, so Lagos is where you have all of these things. You know, we used to have Ikoyi, VI, Parkview.
It's true. Why I call FCT?
Then Banana Island Eco Atlantic come. There are so many other islands that have come, you know, after that. And this is where you see massive estates, you know.
That's true.
Very high-end and very massive, you know, Nikon Town, the likes of Nikon Town and all the rest of them. So, Lagos, definitely.
Why I mentioned Abuja? Why?
No, you know, say, you know, Abuja getting home, Abuja getting home, because I think Centenary City is in Abuja, okay?
That's true.
It experienced some delay, but I think it has picked up again now. And it's also, if not it may be probably the second highest priced property, you know, in Nigeria, following the Co-Atlantic. I think so. I need to confirm that, but I think so. I stand to be corrected. So you see, so the next one is Abuja.
Okay.
So you are correct by, you know, trying
I just changed their position.
And Abuja, because, you know, with what, with the Abuja master plan stuff, especially what past administration had done in ensuring that is followed, and the way Abuja layout and all of that, it has impacted on property prices in Abuja, such that, particularly in the FCT, such that, you see, Abuja also commands very good real estate in terms of transactions and property prices. So I think that Abuja will be the second if I am ranking. For those reasons, you have a number of commercial investments are in Abuja now. We didn't even talk about the commercial investment in Lagos. Numerous,
Too much.
numerous, So a lot of
mention.
commercial investments are in Abuja now, and then residential. Then most government stuff, at least originate or have their root or have their base in Abuja, one way or the other, So that also creates, so you see all these edifices of CBN, edifices of this and that, there. And those are massive real estates in terms of value, So then the stadium, it's about I think, I'm not a sports person, but I think Abuja Stadium is like about, if we value them, if it were in its prime,
cost,
in its good state, I think it would be like the highest priced. Yeah, Debo, can you confirm that Abuja? Oh, you are not a sports person too.
Either that or I think there is one in Akwa Ibom also.
Yeah, Akwa Ibom is good too, but I think Abuja, if it were really maintained, is still the highest. So. So that's
like we talk, not
second.
Be deep research.
Yeah, it's not that deep. We are just like observing, just a bird's eye view kind of estimation or guess. We are just hazarding some guess based on information that we have. So we take Abuja as a second. So which one will be the third?
I said Port Harcourt, Sha. I don't know.
Is that Port Harcourt? But now state we they talk about.
Oh, sorry, Rivers.
Make it not be one of my one of my brother's mates in secondary school. I think they got into a new class. They were to introduce themselves to teachers. Everybody was saying, my name is so, I'm from this state. My name is so, I'm from that state. I'm talking about in the 1980s. The guy stood up and said, my name is so, I'm from Ebubae state.
I don't even hear Ibadan State before.
You don't hear Ibadan State?
Not introduce yourself. I'm from Ibadan
State. In fact, we don't know whether we will get that, but there is nothing like Ebubae State. And this was 1980, when we still had about 19 states or so.
Very interesting.
Ebubae
so
State,
you call it town as your
till
state.
Tomorrow. And the whole class called the guy Ebubae State. When they see. So it's not Port Harcourt.
His dream might come.
You are talking about Rivers, right?
State,
okay, great.
I'm thinking Rivers.
Well,
State.
funny enough, I also picked Rivers as the third. Because if we take on the sheer value of even the oil sector property or real estate investment in that state, I think it will amount to a lot. I think it will amount to a lot. So I reckon that Rivers will be, and they also command some, massive residential estates and commercial and retail properties are there also. Hospitality is also strong in Port Harcourt. So I would take Port Harcourt, but it is really, for me, it's a serious competition between Port Harcourt and Kano. Kano, because for the sheer population of Kano
alone,
for the sheer population of Kano and the investments that are already on ground there, the trade going on in Kano. But the only challenge why I will pick Port Harcourt ahead of Kano is because of the recent, insecurity in that area that has affected investments. Really, so I think that would rob Kano a bit of the third position. So I would rather put Port Harcourt, okay, and then put Kano as fourth.
Okay.
So that's my thinking. I'm just giving you my thinking. Viewers at home, you need to call. What do you think? As we are ranking your state, so.
Do you think
are you agreeing
with
us
or not?
Or you disagree? And what is your point?
Call us. Call us and let us know.
Have to be in the dream.
Or if it's a Delta state that they lead, call us and let us know. Any which way.
We really like to hear that. Your reasons, particularly, if you think that way,
exactly.
It will really educate us.
So we're still on the matter.
Yeah. So welcome back. Can you answer the guess? The next one. We've talked about Lagos.
Yes.
Abuja.
Port Harcourt.
You are from Port Harcourt.
Rivers.
Rivers State,
and Kano.
and then Kano. So Kano State, can you answer the guess for the fifth one?
I don't know what they do with this Port Harcourt.
You are a Port Harcourt State
I
baby.
served in Port Harcourt.
Okay.
So anytime I was talking about that area, I
Rivers
just
is
say
just Port Harcourt.
Port Harcourt.
I can imagine.
Even like
But I mean,
I
it's a
did
common
it.
mistake actually.
Yeah.
Especially for Port Harcourt, I'm not sure. I think the capital is probably more popular than the state.
And I don't know
so
why.
much more popular. PH. You know.
All right. So fifth would be, for me, ba, I not quite even know.
She? Okay, let me from my own thoughts. So let me just give you some tips as per how I am thinking.
Yeah.
So it's still in the south.
Okay. Is that Delta or Edo?
Akwa Ibom. Akwa Ibom State.
That's true.
Yeah, Akwa Ibom State is the state that I think will be the fifth. Because of the sheer investment that has gone into that state in the last maybe 16 years.
Yes, and mad developments just
yes,
opened up.
in terms of infrastructure, in terms of industry, it's just enormous. And the kind of course, the share they get from their own, is it ecological fund now, or the people that are oil producing communities,
Yes.
the kind of money they get and the investment that has come out of that, the NDDC, the investment that has gone into that state, I think that with that alone, it ranks, in my own head, it ranks fifth.
Okay.
I know that there are more established states because Akwa Ibom is relatively a new state, right? I know that there are more established states that one could have thought would come up ahead of Akwa Ibom. But like I said, these are just off from the top of our head.
Yes, but I think I actually agree. Akwa Ibom is...
Yeah, but I think Akwa Ibom is. If you think otherwise, call us and let us know.
How about Imo?
So Imo is on my list, but it's like the 10th on my list.
Okay.
Imo is on my list. It's like the 10th. But why would you say Imo though?
I feel like Imo is a very, very busy. Like the state itself is busy. Okay. I've had plenty.
It's Imo Owerri, right?
Yes,
Owerri is the capital of Imo. Okay.
I've had plenty of people come, like always talk about Imo. It has a school and it has like their university, and there are always people there, and their houses are expensive as well.
Okay. I would say that it has potential, but I'm not sure that it can compete with Akwa Ibom. Akwa Ibom has, if you're talking about has schools, I mean Akwa Ibom has.
No, I'm not even putting it. I'm not putting it in on the list yet. I'm just asking about.
Asking about it.
Imo.
Okay.
Like, what do you think about
I
Imo?
think in my own estimation, about the 10th though, about the 10th. But I stand to be corrected. That's why we are asking that people should call in and let us know. Akwa Ibom also has Ibom here. I heard. Was it this week or last week that they will start going to African countries? That's flying international.
They are doing well.
I mean, that's international.
They deserve that.
Even if they are the only flight to Ghana, it's international. Some states don't even
Ghana is international.
Some states don't even have that arrangement, at all. So I think that, I would take Akwa Ibom. I think, do they have international airports? Is there airports international? Please, that's why we would like people to really call, and just help confirm this to us. I think so. I think they do.
I'm not very sure.
Because I would imagine that that's where they'll be flying from for their international flights that they want to commence. Yes. Okay. Then after Akwa Ibom, we are coming back to the southwest.
Okay.
In my own estimation. Okay, we have John. Oh, from Imo. Interesting.
Yes.
John, how are you?
Hello, John.
Wow. I think we lost. We would have loved to hear from John. Maybe he has something to say about Imo, our thoughts regarding Imo. I think Imo slowed down a bit in the last couple of years, but it has potential.
Before we come to...
it has potential.
Before we come back to the southwest, how about Anambra? Even in place of Imo self, I think Anambra is more commercial They have the Onitsha
Where is
market.
Abia?
Abia.
I mean, no, where is Aba?
That's in Abia.
That's in Abia. So I would rank Abia State ahead of Anambra. Okay, wait, I may be making a mistake.
Anambra
because
is the one that has the
Anambra
Onitsha
is
market.
even like, from what I hear, Anambra is like the state with the largest number of billionaires in Nigeria.
Bam. That one is true.
And it is almost a culture
Yeah.
that they at least have to have an edifice in their state. And I think there is also a number of innocent motors. Is it in Anambra or in Abia?
I think it's in Anambra. I'm not sure.
Okay. Then there is
I'm not very sure.
Amanko. That's Anambra, right? I think it's Anambra. Yeah, it used to be a plant, not a,
Please call us.
plant. Yeah, call us to help us out, because I think Anambra is really coming up.
Yes.
I don't know what happened. I didn't even feature Anambra at all, but I think Anambra should be given some consideration.
Yeah. I enjoy this particular one way I do Engineer Debo. We're just trying, to rank states in terms of where we feel say definitely property investments make sense and could take place, and based on the infrastructures we did already get for those states. I'm correct, Abby?
Yeah, very correct.
I know they use big grammar.
See?
All right, so we don't confirm. Say Innocent de Anambra.
Yeah, Newi.
Anamco also de Anambra.
And
so
Newi is like the hub of, what you call, how do they call those industries? Small scale industry, industry that's, So I think that I'm not sure if Anambra would replace Akwa Ibom, but I would probably bring it immediately after Akwa Ibom.
Okay, in sixth.
Yes, in the sixth, before we go to the southwest, like you said. I think that Anambra comes, because funny enough, I was in Delta over the weekend.
Okay.
And I facilitated an event, and the guy came in from Onitsha, It's just the Niger Bridge.
Yes, not far at all.
And he was sharing his experience about his real estate business in Onitsha and how tough it can be. Probably even tougher than what we experience in Lagos and all of that, because of, all these land-owning family or Monile and all. He said their own is on another scale.
Wow.
And if you know anything about the East, land size is quite small in those areas, and also erosion is a major problem.
That's true.
So that leaves them with very little to do to work with, and that creates a lot of pressure. So I think Anambra is it. A lot of the time when you see Anambra, it's skyscrapers that people
Yes.
do. So Anambra, yes.
Interesting. All right, so we don't stop for sixth in the ranking. Maybe
Yes.
from next week. Now 7th and 8th and 9th and 10th.
We
Thank
go,
you
they go.
so much.
Use your